I know it's been a while since I made a video talking about any topics talking about basketball. I believe the last video I made talking about basketball was, of course, the Toronto Raptors and the NBA Finals. But the reason why I came back today is because I also want to teach a life lesson with this story, and that is, of course, talking about the Rich Paul rule. And if you guys don't know what the Rich Paul rule, and it's now been amended, it basically was a rule that the NCAA created in order to allow agents that didn't have basketball agents in particular that didn't have a degree in whatever it was for sports agents, that they were not allowed to represent players. And a lot of people kind of put the circle and also pinned the point that this was a rule targeting Rich Paul because they saw how Rich Paul was going about, especially when they saw that Rich Paul gave that kid an internship to New Balance and was able to earn $1 million and then also being drafted to the NBA in the first round this year. The NCAA looked at it and said, nah, we don't really like that idea. We need to nip this in the butt. And this led a lot of people to saying that this was inherently racist, which in my opinion it was. And it also led to a lot of people deciding, you know what, this is kind of screwed up. This is messed up. Why is Rich Paul being crucified for this? And this is what I'll have to say about this, because I think that to me, the fact that people are kind of, saying that it's not racist or that it wasn't against Rich Paul is laughable to me. And the reason why I say it's laughable is because a lot of people are mad at Rich Paul for many reasons. And my whole thing is, you can be mad at Rich Paul for the Anthony Davis situation. I don't blame you for that. But the fact that you can't be mad at Rich Paul is for giving players an opportunity to get a big contract, which he has done. He's represented guys like Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Ben Simmons, and many others like them. And I think they even ventured off into other sports as well. The fact that they gave them the opportunities that they did just goes to show you that Rich Paul's power is immensely growing each and every time that he becomes an agent for someone else. And I think that because LeBron James gave him that platform to do it, that is the reason why a lot of people are mad. They're saying that Rich Paul would never be the superstar agent if he didn't have LeBron James at his side. Well, to me, the fact that LeBron James is on his side is the fact that Rich Paul took advantage of the opportunities that LeBron James gave him. If you don't know, there's a quote talking about, if you teach a man to fish, he'll be able to feed himself forever. I believe that's the quote, or I probably butchered it, but it's that simple, right? It's about, you give a man a fish, he'll be hungry in a day. You teach a man to fish for life. You teach a man to fish instead of giving him the fish, then he'll be able to feed himself forever. And that's the thing that LeBron James did for all of his friends. Not only did he do it for Rich Paul, he did it for, of course, Maverick Carter as well, and many other friends like, the Fab Five in his group. Like, he gives these guys opportunities to grow, to become these guys that he wants them to become. And the fact that Rich Paul took advantage of an opportunity like that is laughable to me, that people are kind of saying that Rich Paul took advantage of LeBron James, or that the only reason why he got big is because of LeBron James. Well, yeah, in a small sense, yes, that is correct. But in the other sense, Rich Paul took that opportunity and ran with it, right? From where Rich Paul grew up, I believe he was in the same situation as LeBron James. I don't know if he was in a single family home, but he was, relatively poor. He didn't really have that much money. And the fact that Rich Paul took advantage, well, not really took advantage. Well, he might have taken advantage, but the fact that he was able to do everything that he wanted to do, like he saw LeBron James, they became friends, and Rich Paul ran with it and became the superstar agent that he is today. Wouldn't all of you, in the position that Rich Paul was in, wouldn't you take advantage of that opportunity? We see many times people that get into these companies and businesses, or even coaching staffs in basketball, that are on the low end of the totem pole. Those guys started out there because they got the ins from family friends, from people that they know, and that's how they became and grew to where they are today. So the fact that people can go at Rich Paul for taking advantage of the opportunities is just laughable to me, because a lot of people in life, and this is the thing that also people talk about, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And this is something that I take from college, and something that if you guys are going to college, or people that are thinking about going to college, or in the process of going through college, my advice would be this. My advice would be to network with everybody that you know at your college campus. Whether you're involved in sports, whether you're involved in business, science, whatever it is, you want to be involved and network in that college campus. And to me, that is why you pay the money that you do. You pay for the networking. You pay for trying to get this opportunities from other people. And the way that you get those opportunities by networking with many other people in your program, in your college, whatever it is, that is what you're trying to do. And like I said, this is my advice that I would give to people, and something that I wish I took advantage of when I was in college, is that you need to take advantage of making sure that you know everybody, the fact that you need to network with those people, the fact that you need to network with people that are in your classes, the fact that you need to network with people that are in your program. Like, you need to network, because if you're able to network, then you'll be able to have more connections, and with those connections, you are able to go to the top a lot quicker than those who have decided to just kind of chillax and just kind of go through college in that process. It's all about networking, and I'm going to say it 110%. That's what it's about. And the fact that another thing that I also want to talk about is, of course, the fact that a lot of people saying that a college degree means more than having experience. Because to me, throughout my whole interview process of getting a job, in terms of a full-time job, in terms of a job that I really appreciate and the job I want, the one thing that keeps knocking me down, or keeps knocking a lot of my friends down, is the fact that they want experience. They want people that have experience in the job. They can say everything that your resume could be the most perfect resume in the world. You could be a 4.0 student. You could be a volunteer worker. You could have whatever you want on there. You could speak Spanish. You could do all these other things. But the fact that a lot of these companies are looking for is experience. Because I've been told this, and I'm sure if you guys have been going through the job interview process, you've been told this. We like your resume, but we need someone who's more experienced. And the fact that, it comes down to that simple, well, how do I get that experience if you won't give it to me? That's what it's about. And the fact that the NCAA looked at this, degree rule and declared that a degree is worth more than experience, it's just laughable. Because in any other world, in any other business, in any other, work that you do, experience matters more than a degree. A piece of paper can only get you so far. It's all about getting those experiences, and like I talked about, it's all about getting those networks. So to me, that is why I believe that Rich Paul was wrongfully and racially profiled by this rule. And it just kind of goes to show you that the NCAA is kind of spineless, and that they don't really care about, doing what's right for the kids. Because if they were really doing what's right for the kids, they would just allow one and dones. They would give kids an opportunity to make money, whether or not it was, okay, we'll give you the money after you graduate or after you leave school. The fact that they don't even do that for the kids, or the fact that they don't even let the kids market themselves, and of course the term student athlete was deemed by someone so they don't have to pay the kids, that to me is the biggest crux of it all. And the reason why I think the NCAA is probably going to be in a lot of trouble in the next couple of years, because I think that people like Rich Paul, like LeBron James, are going to find a way to go around the NCAA, and they've already started doing that. The NBA might get rid of the one and done rule, and I just think that it's going to allow a lot of those kids that feel that they have pressure to play in the college basketball, to play in football. They are trying to find ways to get out of that deal, because the fact that it's just so unfair, and we don't do this to anybody else in life. We don't do this to any other professions. We don't do this to scientists. We don't do this to anybody else. If you were a genius, boom, you were instantly at MIT or whatever, working for this big science science division. You're a big businessman, you make a lot of money, Facebook, for example, Facebook, for example, college dropout, boom, instantly to the top. They didn't say you have to go to Harvard all 4 years in order to own Facebook. That is not the case, and that's the reason why I have to make this video. And whether this gets a lot of views or not, that is the reason why I think that this NCAA is, one, scared of Rich Paul and LeBron James, and two, it's about who you know and not what you know, and three, you need to have that experience before anything. And the fact that they're trying to say that a degree matters more than experience is laughable. But anyway, guys, that is just my opinion of this whole Rich Paul situation. I know it's been null and void, but I still wanted to talk about it. Let me know what you guys think of the NCAA. Will it be around in the next 10 years? Do you guys think that there will be another way for those kids to get money? Or do you think there'll be another way for the kids to kind of go around the NCAA and become, these superstar athletes that they want to become in the professional leagues? I would love to know your guys' comments and opinions, like I said, in the comment section down below. But anyway, guys, my name is Bernie, here on The Charge, giving the latest NBA news and rumors, and also basketball opinions like we did today. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.